Bloodborne is a PlayStation 4 exclusive that made Xbox One and PC people jealous, as PlayStation users enjoyed a software Dark Souls style game with unique twists to make it original. However, does it hold up with the previous installments that made the name Dark Souls memorable to this day? Let's take a look into the video game Bloodborne. Alright, I'm gonna come out and say it. Bloodborne is a very, very, very good game. Actually, I don't even know where to begin with this. I guess I'll just address the elephant in the room and talk about the gameplay first. The gameplay is just absolutely phenomenal. Bloodborne seems to have taken the difficulty of Dark Souls, but put its own unique twist in it. Instead of the classic shield, you have to work with firearms instead. But this little mechanic requires you to time your shots more effectively, so that way you do the most damage. The developers seem to also give a middle finger to Souls players by including a shield that is making it utterly useless. And my friend, is definitely needed when you're going against some of these enemies. This game has a nice variety of difficulties when it comes to certain enemies. There was also not any two enemies that felt the same. Some range from large beasts to big birds to even snake demons. It's a game that doesn't hold your hand, but at the same time rewards people that are aggressive and know how to play the game. You have bosses ranging from the cleric beasts to witches with shadowy demons to even nightmarish puzzles. This game has a variety of cool weapons, and each has their own special abilities and weaknesses. Some of these weapons include a cane, axe, sword, scythe, and even a frickin' wheel. And the most important part of the overall gameplay, it just feels flawless of the way. It's a feeling that can't really be described. It's just something that you have to experience yourself. Along with this fantastic gameplay, you're accompanied by the most horrid scenery. Honestly, Bloodborne creates a chilling atmosphere that rivals most horror games. The world is vast and beautiful and also has a nice variety of NPCs to interact with, which also helps you out in future encounters with bosses. The enemy design is also pretty entertaining as well. I mean, when you have enemies that are literally fusing with each other, you know you're going to have some entertaining ones. All the enemies play a part in helping you engross yourself in the world in which software is created. Not to mention that the soundtrack helps you entice you even further. If I had to speak about my more disappointing moments about this game, it would have to be the artificial intelligence that the enemies had could sometimes be questionable. I would always find myself watching multiple NPCs walking in the walls, each other, and overall just falling over the edge. Another problem I would have with this game is the lack of story that's actually told through the game involved, like cutscenes for instance. In this day and age, it's quite apparent for games to hide the story within subtext. You don't need to look much further than from Destiny when it comes to this. However, despite this, I put many hours in this game, and I am completely satisfied with every hour I put in. The small things, from just simple blood vial farming to parrying bosses until their demise, honestly just makes this game just satisfying. Even something as small as healing yourself is meant to be satisfying because you stabbed the blood vial into you like a badass. It's one of those games where you might have a rough time with it for a little while, especially when you get your butt handed by a boss. However, if you take the time to learn its patterns and start to learn your certain playstyle, whether it be aggressive or staying back and remaining calm and implementing it, you will start to succeed and you will feel great. Once you beat a boss, you will feel on top of the world, and in a sense, you have definitely earned it. It's pretty clear that I should get the Nobel Peace Prize for beating this game. All jokes aside, I would definitely recommend this game, especially if you have a PlayStation 4, because at this point there's no reason for you not to own it. It's only $20 on the PlayStation Network store, and I give this game a 9 out of 10. I honestly cannot wait to see what software does with this franchise in the future. However, I think I might have an idea.